Bahrain tends to benefit from solar energy systems, but due to the lack of efficiency of energy conversion devices, the efficiency of the entire system decreases, which reduces profits and increases the recovery period of the system cost. Bahrainis have designed and built a device that has been proved to decrease the carbon emissions in the environment and increase the profit.
Our budget, we all know that the solar panels in any solar system is the main part. It's considered to be the main part in any solar system. Simply, they convert the sunlight into electricity. So we need to maximize this energy in order to better utilize the system and deliver the maximum amount of the energy from the solar panels to the load. So one of the ways to do this is to use a mechanical system called the mechanical tracker or the sun tracker. Simply track the sun movement by adjusting the solar panel in order to be always facing the sun. So this system, this kind of system is a little bit complex and expensive, and it's also require a periodic maintenance, which makes it unfeasible to use. Now, our idea, on the other hand, we thought instead of doing this, we tried to develop a system called the MPPT, Maximum Power Point Tracker. Simply, it's a circuit or an interface block to be connected as interface between the solar panels and the load. What it does is that this system operate the solar system or operate the solar panels at a point called operating point called maximum power point. If this system operates at this point, it will deliver the maximum amount of energy available at this time to the load. And it will always guarantee this, no matter what is the condition, no matter what is the load, no matter what's the shading. So it's actually increasing or keeping the efficiency of the whole system as maximum as possible. Then, in order to build this system, we started following the engineering process by analyzing the solar panels itself and how they behave to the atmospheric effects, etc. So we used advanced softwares used by engineering students to simulate the algorithm that we developed. We developed an algorithm to operate this kind of system. So after using this simulation softwares, we got a very promising result. Now we started to think of the hardware part, and we started working on the hardware. We connected the circuit with a microcontroller to execute the algorithm we developed on the software. Then now it comes the issue that we had. We need a solar panel that operates under specific conditions. This specific condition, we cannot depend on the outdoor panels that we have in our campus. So we started thinking of a way to do this in a scientific way. We have our solar panel that operate under specific condition that we define in order to compare the results that we will get from the hardware part and the result that we got from the software. Then we started thinking, why don't we build our own system or emulator? It's called the PV system emulator. Simply, this system, we used a special LED lights. These lights having a spectrum very close to the sun spectrum, and above that we phased six solar cells. These cells are having a perfectly distributed light on them. And by this system, we can perform any kind of indoor experiments on these cells. So we started to connect the system that we built, the MPPT system, with this indoor emulator, and we got a very good results. We compare them, both the both the result that we got from the software and the results that we got also from the hardware, and they are perfectly matching.
For sure, to make any project or any invention, we should go through barriers and obstacles. And the biggest barriers that we came through us was the shortage of time. We finished all the project, actually the project, a big project. We got data, we make researches, studies, all of this in 3 months, less than 1 semester. That was a very short time, but what helped us that we pressured ourselves, less sleeping, and also the teamwork. We know each other, we worked before in another project, so that was easy for us to have a good teamwork.
Actually, there are quite benefit from the two devices invented. First of all, the PV emulator system can give the opportunity to the user to perform multiple indoor experiments, giving him the opportunity to do the experiment under his own control. And this one can be used especially in laboratories in universities, because sometimes there are limitations to do any experiment on a solar system because of the atmospheric condition. So the invention gives the opportunity to the user to use the device as an emulator and do the experiment under his control. He can use it to perform an experiment with controlled temperature, controlled intensity light, and the different type of connections, and etc.
Now, the first product or the first device that we build, which is the MBBT, after we build it, we measure the input bar and the output bar to get to know what is the actual efficiency of the system. We found that the efficiency is about 80%, so that means 20% of the power converted to losses inside the system itself. So our future plan is to develop this system to increase this efficiency and minimize the losses, and we are planning to reach let's say 98, 95 or above %.
The biggest issue that take a lot of time from us, we didn't found a power supply to supply the project, the suitable one, since our project need a high direct current controlled power. We didn't found this, so we built our own, and that takes a lot of time from us.
With the other device, the MBBT system, the beauty of the MBBT system, it can be used as it can be integrated in both inverter and charge controller, which make it working with both the off-grid system and the on-grid system.
Yes, we built our own supply to suit our project more. Also, no project without problems, no project without barriers. These problems, we should learn from them. If we didn't have these problems, we will not learn anything.
Another financial benefit, we know the initial cost of any solar system is a little bit high. So accelerating the payback period of the system is very important. Here comes the role of the MBBT technique, which can help in increasing and extracting the maximum power of the system of the solar panels, which will result in decreasing the payback period. Because actually, it's once we increase the power from the output power from any solar panel, it will and we make benefit from it. It will direct decrease the payback period as you will make use of this power.
I would like to say for anyone who is thinking of developing any idea in solar system, you must or you should start with simulating your idea and understanding the basics of the solar systems in general. Then there are a lot of software that you can use to simulate your idea and check them before going to the real experiments, because actually the solar systems now, the price is decreasing, but still they are a little expensive, and it's a very interesting field to get knowledge about it. And I encourage everyone in the future to focus on the renewable energy field in general, and especially in solar.
In terms of environment, it's well known that the solar power is much more optimal source than the fossil fuels. But moreover, our technique, the MBT technique, will help in reducing the CO2 emission. And suppose you have a house that is powered by two power supply, like the utility grid and the solar system. Once the load in this house is not satisfied with the power coming from the solar, it will automatically convert to the grid. So it will produce, once it's taking power from the grid, it will for sure take consume more power to be delivered. More fuel will be burned, more CO2 emission will be in the environment. So using the MBT technique, it will make the highest efficiency, and it will help in decreasing CO2 in the weather.
Any problem you will face, you will find a solution for it. It's easy to, not easy, but maybe it will take time. Some of them will be easy, but you should go through them to finish your work. Don't stop.
For sure, starting with the message, I would like to send a message for all that take the first step in any project, because as you are still thinking, you will never do it. Put your leg and start. I would like to thank our lab assistant, Mr. Muhammad Sadiq, for his continuous assistance in our project time. And I would like to extend thanks for Dr. Muammar Talib, he's our supervisor in the project. And I will not forget, I would like to extend the thanks for all that support us from the beginning till what we reach for.